Some call him the king. Some call him the greatest of all time. Witness greatness. A 20-year-old career in the making and still continuing to this day. Breaking records, breaking boundaries, and winning championships along the way. LeBron James definitely is one of my top 5 of all time. And it's just something that you can hate him or love him. The stats show, man. But today, guys, we have an early look of the upcoming LeBron 1 Air Zoom Generation first game. Hate it or love it, man. LeBron James is he's doing his thugtism, okay? The numbers don't lie. Whether he's your GOAT or not, that's for you to decide and argue about in the comment section. You know, I'm a Kobe Bryant fan at the end of the day. I've always been a Kobe Bryant fan, and at one time I was a LeBron hater, mainly because people used to compare him to Kobe and Kobe to Jordan and all the comparisons, and I was just a Kobe Bryant fan, and I just didn't like any slander on his name. Since then, LeBron has been on the Lakers, team, and Kobe had given him his blessing. And for that reasoning, I got a little bit of a soft spot for LeBron now. So I definitely switched up my energy. I'm gonna keep it 100. However, even when he was on a Cavs team or a Heat team, there was always respect for what he was doing on the court and off the court. I gotta say that when it comes to on the court and off the court, LeBron does have one of the best role models out there. You feel me? This man doesn't have a stain on his name in a way. Maybe some bad tweets here and there, but for the most part, he has had an amazing overall career on and off the court. 20 years though in the making, we have here today the Nike Zoom Air Zoom Generation first game. Now these are not technically the first game shoe that he wore, because he did wear, I believe, the white and black pair in his actual first game. But these are being called the first game for the fact that this was the first game in Cleveland that he actually wore this shoe. During that time when he played this game, they were 0-3. And it was the first game in Cleveland, November 5th, 2003, which is actually stitched in on the inside of the shoe. And that game was against no other than Carmelo Anthony and the Denver Nuggets. This game was actually not a good game for LeBron. He lost that game. He only scored 7 points. I think he had 11 rebounds. Carmelo had 14 points. And I can't remember how many rebounds, but it wasn't one of LeBron's best games. I mean, needless to say, the rest was history. Rookie of the year, yeah. You get the point, and so on and so on. With that being said, though, they bring it back 20 years in the making. The first time we see this retro in full effect. And I can't lie, man. This is definitely a bittersweet moment. I mean, back in the day, I didn't really like the Zoom ones. And I didn't like a lot of stuff. I didn't like how a lot of stuff looked. But since then, as things have been coming back out, I have kind of appreciated them, and I don't know, maybe if it's just the style, the way things are now, I actually like how a lot of this stuff looks. I didn't like Kobe ones, the Nike Kobe ones or the Adidas Kobe, the Adidas joints, the space boots. But for some reason, I like them. I can rock them. I want them. I own a pair of Kobe ones, you feel me? I own the pair of the white and black, and now I own this pair. I also own the All-Star Game version of this same exact shoe. I actually have a LeBron 1 collection, you feel me? So I'll probably pull that out one day, or maybe I do it in my actual review on this shoe. But these are releasing on March 21st for a retail price point of $180. Now, for some reason, and I can't 100% remember off the top of the dome, but I do feel like that's a $20 increase from previous LeBrons out there. I feel like I've paid $160 or $165 in the past for a Air Zoom Generation. Now, I could be wrong. Now, I'll be honest. I shot this video beforehand, and I didn't like how it came out, so I wanted to redo it, you feel me? And I peeled off what was on the back of the shoe, you feel me? Peel off, and actually it states on here that the chrome finish will flake off with use over time, which was stated back then, and that is this chrome on the back. The chrome used here will flake over time. And there's been several other shoes out there that have this type of chrome finish look, that has that peel now, and it lets it be known. But hey, that peeling of that chrome, it does hurt. It does, but at the end of the day, it just lets it be known that you actually are rocking your shoes, you feel what I'm saying? So to each its own. And the chrome itself, of course, is in that navy blue and red. You have the red, the navy blue chrome going on to feature that of the Cavaliers colorways. On the actual box, you have an old school Nike box going on in full effect. Old school classic, that Foot Locker smell might be still in there. And it says Air Zoom Generation white/white midnight navy. So that is what's going on with that. I had this in a size 8.5, and for the most part, these fit pretty true to size. And they have killed it spot on as far as how it looked back then, the quality, the craftsmanship. You know, back then though, in 2003, I wanna say I was like 12 years old. So I'd seen them back then, but I ain't gonna cap, like I didn't own a pair. So salutes, maybe Nightwing or someone will have a better comparison of that and how it functions and all that. I'm gonna do definitely a more further in-depth review when I put them on and try them on and walk around and all that and let you know how the air zoom unit, if it's still in there and all that. I'll make sure to follow up with that very, very soon. LeBron on the inside with that in a print. You also have that honeycomb texture going on in the insole for cushioning. I believe it's also, in the tongue as well, which we don't really see that much of nowadays. They kind of take that out of just certain sneakers, but this one in particular, I remembered it being in there. The embroidery and the actual material on the insole is very soft and feels very, very nice. You have a pretty typical grain leather going around on the upper. Of course, you have this, which I would say it's more like a elephant type of like skin. It doesn't feel like snake skin. It feels more like an elephant, like on the toe box. I'll have to do my research on that. Let's be 100. And then the red mesh going out the whole entire shoe. Red mesh on the back part, on the midsole here as well. Bottom features that carbon fiber, and it was built for LeBron being a 6'8", big, a big player that played in a very agile position, being in point guard. When LeBron came into the game, his position was point guard. I mean, nowadays he's like a small forward or a point forward, or he plays point guard. He plays every position, but the actual position, I remember like pretty much how LeBron came into the game was on a Magic Johnson type of level. I remember back when LeBron's rookie year, MTV, it was Magic and LeBron, and they were doing like a little shootout. I think it was like maybe on like, what was it called? What was that show called? Carson Daly show, or whatever, like one of those type of MTV studio shows when they used to play all the music videos and stuff. But yeah, LeBron still is like a point guard. He still plays that role, plays that position, but he was literally like, that was his first primary position. Seeing this shoe in hand now, man, definitely great. It's a piece of history. Makes me appreciate LeBron, for what it is. And once LeBron's gone, bro, once LeBron is gone, like, you gotta think about it. We've really been blessed in basketball, and I don't think we'll notice that until LeBron is gone. And what I mean by that is, you got Jordan who came in. I mean, even before Jordan, like Magic and Dr. J and all that, Dr. J, Magic, Jordan, Larry Bird, Magic, Jordan, Kobe, LeBron, and we're kind of getting on that edge there. And I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I mean, KD's definitely good. I'll be 100%, right? The closest thing right now to someone that's, in my opinion, y'all gonna probably be mad at me. Some of y'all gonna be mad at me. The next, like, my favorite player right now, and like somebody who I only see getting better and better, is Steph Curry, bro. I'm gonna be 1,000 with you, bro. Steph Curry, in my opinion, is like the next thing. I mean, you got Giannis, you got KD, you got, Devin Booker. There's a lot of great players out there, don't get me wrong, but man, Curry, he showed you last year what he could do. And I think that's the next guy. I mean, Curry, when it comes to like LeBron's arch nemesis, bro, it's really like, it is like Curry, bro. Curry's been his arch nemesis, man. Them boys don't win at it. So, salute to Curry on that. With that being said, man, 180, March 21st. Be on the lookout. Soul Play will have a couple of these. I don't know how many, but make sure you guys are tuned in because it might be first come, first serve or raffle. These, I think, will be a little bit more limited than you think. And on March 21st, we also have the Nike SB drop going on. So it's going to be a lot going on back then. And this is a rumor release so far. Stay tuned for the further in-depth review where I'll have a more dedicated. But from what I'm seeing, and I believe even on sneakers now, it's saying March 21st. So keep your eyes peeled, stay tuned, and be in the loop. And yeah, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all, and I'm out. Peace.